The AAA 400, race number 29 of the 2015 NASCAR Spring Cup Series season, brings us here to the Monster Mile, the final race of the Challenger round here for the chase for the Spring Cup. 16 drivers on the grid running for a championship, and right now 14 of them are going to find out where they stand tonight. Jeff Gordon and Martin Truex Jr. have already clinched a spot in the next round of the chase, but the other 14 drivers do not know where they stand just yet. Some drivers are in a better shape than others. Carl Edwards right now 35 points ahead. Joey Logano only 13 points ahead. Jamie McMurray 12 points out, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. 28 points out. It is pretty much a must-win race for Aric Almirola and Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Jamie McMurray needs some help as he is 12 points behind. Joe Gibbs Racing drivers Matt Kenseth and Denny Hamlin had a late trouble at Loudon, New Hampshire last weekend, and they both finished outside the top 35. Right now, Kenseth and Hamlin are tied for that final transfer spot, and the tiebreaker would go to Kenseth because he had a higher finish at Chicago. We're going to find out about to find out who will advance to the eliminator round, where they will compete at Charlotte, Kansas, and Talladega. Kurt Busch and Jimmy Johnson make up the front row. Kurt Busch won this race back in 2011. Johnson was runner-up. Kevin Harvick, he's in a pretty good spot to advance. Austin Dillon finished 7th in yesterday's race. And running out your top 5 is Joey Logano, Tony Stewart, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, Carl Edwards, and Ryan Newman make up your top 10. Down below, you will see the rest of your starting grid rolling across the screen. And let's take you down to the green flag. Running out the field with the number 62, driven by Xfinity rookie Harrison Rhodes. Harrison will be making his Cup Series debut here today. Kurt Busch, 33 points ahead. 13th place, Denny Hamlin. Kevin Harvick is 29 points. Joey Logano, 13. Brad Keselowski, 22. Carl Edwards, 35. Clint Bowyer, 14. Martin Truex is safe. Kyle Busch, only 10 points. Ryan Vickers, 9 points. Casey Kane, 26 points. Jeff Gordon is safe. And a lot more drivers still trying to get themselves into the eliminator round as the green flag is going to come back out right here. The AAA 400 is underway from the Monster Mile. Heading down into turn number 1. Harvick does not get going. Neither does Dillon in that number 3. The top 2 pulls away though. Kurt Busch and Jimmy Johnson. Off turn 2, Logano on the inside of Harvick and Bowyer. Bell got turned by Matt Kenseth in the 20. Down in the middle, coming off turn number 4. Dillon up high, Kenseth in the middle. The inside is Denny Hamlin. They get through. Edwards up in the 3rd place. Make that 5th place as we got the 62 off pace of Harrison Rhodes. Making his debut here today, off pace. May have got contact with the wall or something. But Harrison Rhodes off pace, making his Cup Series debut as Logano and Keselowski go after the 3rd spot. And we got Rhodes stopped on track on the apron down in turn 1. The green flag is still out. And now Rhodes has been transported down to pit road. Not sure what's going on, but the top 2 have driven away from the 2 Penske Fords. Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski. Running out your top 5 is Carl Edwards. Right now, Denny Hamlin is ahead of Matt Kenseth. So Hamlin is in the chase. Stewart 7th. Newman, Kenseth, and Gordon. They got Martin Truex and the cautions out once again. As we got the 46 of Michael Annett. Stop or off pace down in turn 1. See how the skid marks like Annett's made contact with the inside wall, but Annett is rolling. Alex Kennedy, Reed Sorensen, cautions out for the first time today with the 46 of Michael Annett. Was turned around on the front straightaway on the nose of Alex Bowman. Right here, Bowman got a top 10 in yesterday's Xfinity race. Back here with Paul Menardo fell all the way down to 35th. Right there, Annett gets turned on the nose of Bowman. Pretty hard contact with the inside wall. Harrison Rhodes has been on pit road now for 2 laps. Not sure what's going on with the 62, and not sure if he'll be able to continue. But since we're on the yellow, and we already got 6 laps in the books here at, I'll show you where your chase drivers are currently running right now. Kurt Busch, the best one of all, right now running first. Then we got Brad Keselowski right now running third. Joey Logano and Carl Edwards. Right now, those are the 5 drivers. I know those are the drivers at the front of the field of the chase drivers. And Denny Hamlin, Tony Stewart, Ryan Newman, Matt Kenseth, and Jeff Gordon in top 10. Truex, Kyle Busch, Casey Kane, Kevin Harvick, all the way down to 14. And McMurray, David Reagan, Ryan Vickers, Dale Jr., Clint Bowyer, and Sam Hornish Jr. So Justin Allgaier, Austin Dillon, all the way down to 22nd. No idea what happened to the number 3. Kyle Larson, Greg Biffle, and Trevor Bayne. Aric Almirola down to 26. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., A.J. Allmendinger, Brett Moffitt, and J.J. Yaley. Matt DiBenedetto, Jed Burton, Casey Mears, David Gilliland, Paul Menard running 35th. Cole Whitt, Landon Castle, and then you see the damage on the rear end of Alex Bowman, Reed Sorensen, and Alex Kennedy, Michael Annett, and Harrison Rhodes, 3 laps down, running 42nd. The pace car is out. The yellow is still out. We'll take it back to the green flag when we return. Okay. We know Joey Logano is in. We know Carl Edwards is in. Right now we know Denny Hamlin's in. The laps, the caution lights are now out. And we'll be going back to green here on lap number 9 of 30. We'll have about 22 to go, or 21 to go, this time by. Kurt Busch when you leader for all 8 laps. Jimmy Johnson has not won a race in 2015, but Dover is pretty much his best track. 9 wins here at the Monster Mile, and pretty much known as the king of the Monster Mile. Brad Keselowski won this race a couple of years ago, back in 2012. Right now running 3rd. Joey Logano won 4 straight Xfinity races here at one point, running 4th. And Carl Edwards right now top 5 of the 19, running 5th. Hamlin, Stewart, Newman, Kenseth, and Jeff Gordon in top 10. Looking at who's out right now. McMurray is out. Earnhardt Jr. is out. Almirola is out. And either, right now it looks like it could be between Kenseth and Vickers. Matt is out right now. We'll see what happens though. Still have a lot of racing left to go as we're back on the way for the Monster Mile. Kurt Busch brings us down. On the inside comes Denny Hamlin, on the inside of the teammate Carl Edwards. Matt Kenseth on the inside of Ryan Newman, bringing Jeff on the inside with him. Kenseth got by Newman, now Gordon trying to take that spot away. Here comes Truex on the inside with Casey Kane in the 5. And Vickers making it 3 wide. He needs to get as much spots as he can to keep that 20 car out. And we got Harrison Rhodes making contact with Alex Kennedy all the way in the back. We have the number 6 on pit road, Trevor Bayne. Trouble for the number 6 as the caution is out once again. As the 24 is off pace, Jeff Gordon. Right in front of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 17 to on the apron. So I think he just lost his momentum, but now he's still not wanting to go. Caution is out once again. As Trevor Bayne's been on pit road, Harrison Rhodes has had trouble. Johnson's been trying to get around that 41. Now we got the 24 in the back now. Jeff Gordon won last weekend at New Hampshire. Clinched a spot in the round. Caution's out though right here with the number 78, Martin Truex Jr. Into the inside wall pretty hard too. That's pretty serious damage right in front of Sam Hornish Jr. I don't know how that 9 car got by. You see the 76 Stenhouse, the 47 Allmendinger, Casey Mears, all just trying to stay from running into the 24. Now we only have 40 cars on the lead lap, and Kurt Busch continues to lead here at Dover. Johnson, Keselowski, Logano, and Hamlin. Kenseth now 6, Edwards, Stewart, Truex, and Casey Kane. So, from about to go in here. We're just about to pass the halfway point in this race right now. And yesterday it was the 54 of Cal Busch who won the race. Driving for Joe Gibbs Racing right now. He is 10 points ahead of Matt Kenseth and Denny Hamlin, his teammates. Right now, Busch is running in 12th place. McMurray, Reagan, Vickers, and Sam Hornish Jr. top 15. McMurray, Reagan, and Vickers. Hornish, Kevin Harvick 17th. Justin Allgaier, Clint Bowyer, and Dale Jr. Boyer's been dropping back into 15. Can he stay in it? Coming back down here to the green flag, Kurt Busch gets us back underway with 16 to go at Dover. Johnson get underneath the 41 of Kurt Busch. He has the nose on the inside, coming out, turn number 2. Down the back straightaway they go. Johnson nearly turns to 41. Now Johnson goes high. Here comes Keselowski. Look at Hamlin and Kenseth on the inside. These guys know that on the inside that they need to win this race to make sure they stay in this championship battle. Kenseth on the move, now up in the 4th place. Logano falling back in the 22. Gets passed with a 19 and the 5. Now Kenseth working on the back bumper of Brad Keselowski. Now turn number 4, now on the inside of the number 2 car. Logano back on the inside of the 19 of Edwards. Then Truex back here going by Stewart. Now Newman going by his former boss and teammate Tony Stewart. Having a very nice run there in that 14. And then he got McMurray 12 points out. It's going to be hard for that one car to make this round 2 as the 21st back again. Now Hamlin moves by in the 11. Casey Kane now on the move in that 5 car. Up inside the top 5. Kennedy right now running 40th. Harrison Rhodes 42nd. Reed Sorensen, Michael Annette. Right now the lowest chase drivers, DiBenedetto goes wide down in turn 3 and 4. And here comes Stenhouse and Mears on the inside of Alex Bowman. And nearly make contact. Right now the lowest chase driver is Aric Almirola right now running 24th. Kevin Harvick, and we got trouble up ahead. Justin Allgaier. Allgaier in the 51 gets turned. Cautions out once again. 51 got turned. Was it by the 40 of Landon Castle? The 24 of Jeff Gordon. I believe it was a red car. Cautions out once again. Jeff Gordon trying to make up some time after getting turned earlier in the race and ends up taking out his frustration down the 51 of Allgaier. Was running 19th at the time, now running 39th. So now we were trying to see who was the lowest chase driver. It is the 43 of Almirola. Kevin Harvick 21st right now, but he's still in pretty good shape to advance. Dale Jr. right now running 18th. Right now the 88's not in, the 43's not in the 1 car. I'm looking at guys like Bowyer, Vickers, Cal Busch, Kenseth, and Hamlin. Right now, Denny's in the chase. As of right now, Kenseth is 6th, and Vickers is 14. And if it becomes a tie between the 20 and the 55, because right now it is tied between Kenseth and Vickers. If it becomes a tie, the advantage would go to whoever has a higher finish in the 3 races. In this 3-race span of Chicago, New Hampshire, and Dover. Right now, Kenseth finished 2nd at Chicago. So we still have about 8 more laps or maybe about 7 laps to determine who is going to advance. Kurt Busch, can he win? What would be his 2nd or 3rd race of 2015? I'm not quite sure. But a win today would automatically advance his 41 car to the next round. Johnson, could he finally get that first win of the year? Keselowski has been not running the best lately. Right now, running 3rd. Denny Hamlin at New Hampshire last weekend. Right now, running 4th. And Casey Kane Rounds out your top 5. Kenseth, Logano, Truex. And the caution lights are back on. The 33 of Alex Kennedy is now slow on the track. I don't know why the caution lights are back on, but the 40 of Landon Castle is off pace, it looks like. So they added a few extra pace laps. Landon Castle and now Alex Kennedy are behind the wall. No word on why. But they will finish 41st and 42nd here today. We'll have 5 to go. Time is running out for guys like Matt Kenseth, Brian Vickers, Jamie McMurray, Aric Almirola, Dale Earnhardt Jr. to advance to round number 2. Busch, last year in this race, he was eliminated from the chase. Denny Hamlin had to knock out A.J. Allmendinger to advance to round 2 last year. Casey Kane got bumped out after round 2 last year. Kenseth made it to round 3. Logano made it to the final 4 at Homestead Miami Speedway. They make the way out of turn number 4. Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, and Brad Keselowski, your top 3, were back underway. And Johnson's been really good on the restarts. Can he get by? Now Hamlin to the inside of Keselowski. And Johnson on the back bumper of Kurt Busch on the inside. He has a nose on it underneath the 41. Again about Rick's at 41 car. Go back to where the 55 is right now. 14th. He just now jumped by the 18th Kyle Busch. They make contact back here. Boyer, Reagan, Hornets are all racing very closely together. And Busch losing a lot of spots now in the 18 car. A lot of spots. Almost about to be outside the top 15. 18 gets back to the inside to pick up a spot from Sam Hornets Jr. Taking by Tony Stewart, and the caution's out once again. Damn it. We have Cole Witt slow on the inside. But Kurt Busch looks like he is going to pick up the win here at Dover. And he will advance to round 2 automatically with a win here today, but have to make sure they are able to stay, because remember at New Hampshire, looks like Denny Hamlin's going to have a good finish, but on the last lap had a mechanical problem and was not able to stay in it. Coming to the last lap, we are not going to go back green. Coming off turn 4, Kurt Busch is going to get the win. He will advance. We already know that Dale Earnhardt Jr. will not advance, neither will Aric Almirola. Jamie McMurray, and it appears that the 18 of Kyle Busch will also fail to advance to the eliminator round of round number 2. The 18 of Kyle Busch was running inside the top 10, but on that restart, the 18 did not get a good finish. Or Kyle Busch did not finish well. He was running in the top 10, but fell back in the restart. And now Newman and all these guys back here are failing to go. So, not sure what's going on here. But the race is over. Kurt Busch, your winner, and he will advance to the eliminator round starting next weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And then it'll be go over to Kansas and Talladega. Now, the more important thing, who advances and who drops out of the chase? Well, I think I know who it is, but let's find out right now.